Mix the old with the new, you got me. Are you smoking, are you sipping on codeine? I might be. Pink potion, hocus pocus, yeah, this some nice weed. Body moving in slow motion, I can't wear no tight jeans. Yeah. I got the soul of a god. I got the soul of a...
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who y'all rocking with. The one and only Brother Prince, Ricky Prince, Mr. Pure Talk himself, right here on 109.3 Gramz, the pull-up, with another episode, man. And today's topic is stop hanging on to what's not meant to be. We all know God ain't gonna bless no mess. See, I had a few people hit me up who wanted me to talk about relationships. And you know, I always tell people that when we talk about relationships can be on many different levels, you know what I'm saying? Like any type of ship, friendship, relationship, worship, any type of ship that you got going on always contains you and another person or collective people, or it pretty much has something to do with being on this journey with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line is this: you don't want to go on these journeys with people who are not like-minded, you know what I'm saying? And we don't always notice in the beginning. Sometimes people will have us fooled. That's where deceit and manipulation come in at. And then later on, we wake up and we realize that these people are not who they say they are. And we don't no longer want to go on this journey with them. And see, when this happens, people will get mad, they get in their feelings, they feel like you not dealing with them no more to deal with another person, another lover, another company. You know what I'm saying? You want to take what y'all shared and go share with somebody else. And you know, that's not always the case. In most cases, we outgrow people. And in other cases, things just rub us wrong. And if it give off a bad signal or make us feel some kind of way about that bad vibe, then we get away from that bad vibe. And see, we can't control how other people act, just like they can't control how we feel. So we got every right to separate ourselves from anything that don't correspond to our true nature or any of our true and personal desires. One of the main things people get hung up on when dealing with this is intimate romance relationships. People feel like they are equally yoked because they done spent all this time together and now they have history. Well, history ain't got shit on chemistry. It's people who have been together 10 years who has never had a bond like some people that's only been together for 6 months. See, chemistry, connection, bond, understanding, overstanding, all that is important, man, along with trust and communication, along with loyalty and anything else that correspond with those beautiful ass words that sit on that positive vibration instead of that lower nature and lower vibration. You shouldn't have to compromise who you are, nor your beliefs, nor your interests, nor your talents, nor your gifts, nor your friends, nor your occupation, career, hobby, any of that for somebody else, especially a lover. If anything, they supposed to add on to what already is, what already exists, what you already been working towards. And if they don't like nor understand anything that it is that you stand for, that you are doing, then they should go out their way because they're that interested in you to see how they can adjust and adapt to you, to either be a part of that with you or to be able to still be with you but stand their ground and allow you to stand on what you believe in without no conflict or no condemnation or no judgment. You know what I'm saying? But people don't like to do that. People become obsessive, people become possessive, people become controlling. People want to start living out from the ego versus their true nature, which is spirit and love and acceptance. You know what I'm saying? You get lost in this ego. You want to control. You want to tell people how they should operate. And you know, don't get me wrong. It is human nature to kind of get aggravated, frustrated, and fed up with some people's ways. But we always got to keep in mind, man, it's our choice and our decision to be there and to continue to deal with that person. You can even change the level of how you're dealing with the person. You know what I'm saying? You know, titles in itself mess up plenty of bonds and relationships. Y'all ain't never been dealing with somebody, dating somebody, screwing around with somebody, however you want to label it. And soon as y'all start getting in y'all feelings and having them deep conversations and decided that you want to put a label, a title, or a cap on this thing, that's when shit start fucking up. Because the focus turns away from loving, accepting, and enjoying what is in every moment of what is to knowledge of knowing what is and having audacity and urge to make what's already perfectly flowing go in another direction just because you don't put the stamp on it. It was already valuable without the stamp. But with this stamp, now you think you need to add more value, and this more value don't comes from the heart, it comes from the mind. It comes from the programmed ways in society, from watching movies, from hearing other people talk about their relationships, from going out and witnessing how other people deal with each other in their relationships. Well, you got to understand everybody not the same. The zodiac signs not the same, the upbringing not the same, the interests are not the same, the career not the same, the hobbies not the same, the connection within the two people compared to somebody else is not the same. So stop comparing your relationship, your love, your bond, your existence, and everything that you got going on to other people's. And if the people that you are dealing with cannot see eye to eye with you, compromise, negotiate, come down to some kind of agreement to the point where you both are equally grounded, understood of one another, and yoked, it's a waste of time if you can't have that. That don't mean they can't be your friend, but some of them people not going to want to be your friend because they going to feel like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. And some people take it to the extreme with taking your life. Some people take it to the extreme of trying to assassinate your character. You know what I mean? Telling all your business, or just whining, weeping, complaining, blowing your phone up for years, trying to get you back when it's been over. So, you know, we got to know what it is that make us complete, that make us full, that make us whole, that make us happy, joyful. You know what I mean? When people hear the saying, God ain't gonna bless no mess, that don't got nothing to do with saying what you and that person is doing can't be something greater or better once y'all figure out how to take it to that level. What it's saying is spiritually and mentally and intellectually, y'all was not brought together by the cosmos, by human nature, by the blessings and righteousness of the Most High, or your spiritual guides, or spirit and love abundance didn't attract you to. It was all physical, it was all financial, it was all sociable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was based on what you see, what you desire, and then once you get it, you don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Once you get it, you start pinpointing all the flaws. Once you get it, it loses value once you get what you really want from them. And then in other cases, you might be thankful, you might be grateful, and they take you for granted. They deceive you, they manipulate you. And you ain't got to beat them up about it. You ain't got to tell the world on Facebook about it. You can talk to your higher self. You can sit back, meditate. Don't soak though. But think, use your mind. Don't use the idle mind. Don't let the subconscious run the show. Because you ain't going to do nothing but be down, be mad at them, hate them, want revenge, forgive them, get sweet talk. Then you back at it again. And you know in your heart that's not where you want to be. That's not what you want to do anymore. You done outgrew the situation. But you can't move forward because the subconscious mind is a habitual mind. Like, it's like a default mind, man. It's habits of the things that you continue to do. That's why when people say you are awake, woke, aware, you're conscious. Because the conscious mind is the one that step up and be like, you know what? Fuck that, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. This is what I'm gonna do. No matter how habitual the subconscious mind is, the conscious mind knows what it wants. And they got to overpower the subconscious mind if you really want to take it to the next level. So it works the same way when people trying to get away from situations. So just know that you really got to make a habit out of becoming who you are supposed to be, and make a habit out of doing what you're supposed to do, so everything in your life can line up and correspond with that person that you are being, and that you're happy with being, without no outside influence, no outside deceit, or outside manipulation, or convincing you to be any and everything other than what you was born to be and what you've been working your ass off to be, as you should. So keep that in mind, man. And at the end of the day, like I said, don't stress when you confess, because God ain't gonna bless no mess. Just pass the test and get what you suggest. Pure talk.